Hello, everybody. Anybody, Chris Wood here. Thank you for tuning in. Anybody that might on this November 21st, 2022. Kind of cool night. 0 degrees here. It's about 0 Celsius. I had to just come on for a few minutes to say really congratulations to Billy Wooldridge, to the ones that are guilty and responsible for 3 years, 24/7 crimes on me, and I have proven how it's being done. My body being completely and totally mutilated pretty much. My food, when I eat, goes to the right side of my body, not my left. My right lung is gone. It's screwed. My right kidneys, I have serious problems with them now. The whole right side of my head, I have absolutely no feeling, no stimulation in any way, shape, or form, and I haven't for approximately a month or two from it getting injured that much, and I not being able to do a damn thing about it. So, congratulations, my identity theft is done. You are guilty of stealing my identity. You're guilty of stealing my bloodline. This is revenge retaliation on me. I am the victim of identity theft, identity change, injuring, torturing, medical blacklisting, medical discrimination, medical treatment refusals, kidnapping, sex assault, lies, time buying, cover ups, and more. Revenge retaliation for me speaking of police crimes. As a result, I have what is called remote neuro monitoring use on me. Police military tech that's been in use since the 60s. Not a lot of people are aware of it, which benefits them, which is being used criminally. Nano microchip implant for invasive surveillance and to destroy a person's central nervous system. It enables the victim to be seen to have surveillance on them through their own eyes and through their own ears, pretty much, from this tech. I have it being used on me. It is being used and passed around through O.P.P co-offenders. They're little drug-fed, money-paid untouchables. Boss, Hells Angels, Ontario chapter leader, child stalker for ex-chief or commander, pedophile, drug trafficker, my identity thief, human trafficker, serial killer, last known used name, William Bill Wooldridge, 149 Center Street North, now glasses, bald, goatee. Blair Hardy, serial killer, drug trafficker, human trafficker, rape hound. Guilty of my identity theft or aiding in it through the use of the R&M on me. Guilty of stalking my mother with Billy Wooldridge and using it on her, causing tumors and cancer, causing her death, her murder. She was murdered and it was done with intent. Just the same way Blair Hardy laces drugs and sells them to make it look like just another drug addict bought bad drugs and they overdosed from it, but meanwhile it's done with intent to commit homicide to make it look just that way. Isn't that right, Blair Hardy? There is also Tyler Lake, who is a human trafficker involved with them. He is one of the prospects, either through Banditos or Hells Angels from Wooldridge or Hardy, which is probably Hardy. Oh, a human trafficker, a drug trafficker for them. He's guilty of aiding in this identity theft on me and guilty of attempted murder. Jason Gimpy Two-Step Benelstein, human trafficker, a drug trafficker, all protected, money paid, drug fed co-offenders with and for O.P.P, the human traffickers, the human sex trade slavery traffickers, financial thieves, identity thieves, forgeries, frauds, O.P.P, using identity thefts for the framing, for the trafficking, and for the homicides which they are committing, doing it through the one's name, Jason Two-Step Gimpy Van Alstyne. Yes, you are guilty of murder. You are guilty of attempted murder. You are a human trafficker and a drug trafficker, along with Ray Ray, the guy on East Street behind Mamma Mia's that has the deaf white pit bull, and his roommate Sam. There is also Bert Hustler and Maggie Falls, and Bert Hustler and Maggie Falls were at, conveniently, Robert Lucas, Mr. Robert Can Fuck, Can Kill, Can Get Away with It, Money Badge Family Town Council, 100% right. And the worst thing is I live no less than probably 50 feet from my back door to his back door. So every time I go out, I have to see that. Knowing that he is guilty and involved and needs to be arrested and be in jail. And Bert Hustler, he has also been using this on me quite a bit too, the remote neural monitoring. He is also guilty of aiding in my identity theft, and he is also guilty of attempted murder and ending a bloodline, along with Maggie Falls, who is undercover allegedly, and she is also a pill dealer. She is also guilty of using R&M on me, aiding in this identity theft that's been in changes happening to me, and guilty of attempted murder, along with Shelley Barchet, Tyler Lake's mother, who has been using this on me, along with a guy named Bucktooth Bob, Robert Berry, guilty of aiding in this identity theft against me, and guilty of murder and murdering a bloodline. Allie Cooper has been using this on me. She is guilty of aiding in this identity theft changes on me and guilty of attempted murder or murdering a bloodline along with the rest. I am 100% revenge retaliation victim for speaking of crimes out of the Morningstar mission and other shit, the human homeless trafficking and the homeless exploitation for monetary gains using the poor, the homeless, and charitable means in the church as a way to commit frauds, financial frauds through that. And back in 2019, I was at my previous address and I was shot by the ex O.P.P chief or commander, not by a bullet, but I was hit by something by him in a black truck. They pointed something and shot it at me, and it went into my right ear. Ever since then, that's when the problem started, the lies, the cover-ups, the time-buying, arrest refusals. My skull's been deformed about 50 different shapes and sizes, elongated, flat, and rounded, wide, and I have shown it and proven it. I have shown and proven all the different identity changes that have happened to me from having this remote neural monitoring use on me over 3 years now. 24/7, even while I am trying to sleep at night. They are using it, broadcasting over me, on me, through me. Their piss and their urine and feces is also goes through my body while I am having this done to me, and it is seriously decaying my body as well. I have no feeling or stimulation. I have hypoxia, which has caused serious brain cell death. So they are all very serious junkies. They're all very serious psychotics, and they all work with and for O.P.P. This is how they get their revenge on victims who speak of their crimes, and I will not be proven wrong. Using Lennox and Addington County General Hospital doctors, i.e., Tatiana, to cover up crimes, to medically blacklist victims, to prevent them helping proof of crimes. The ones also aiding in it, Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. McGregor, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Barton. Triage nurses Terry, Tanya, and David Paladin Security, and Lennox and Addington County General Hospital administrations, either Wayne Cubbyduck or one Sarah Fiddler, who had me kicked out of the hospital, preventing me medical help and causing me serious harm and damage. They need to be arrested, and they need to face charges, and they need to be sued, because now they are all involved in aiding in this crime against me and aiding and covering it up with and for the police, with and for Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, and the one's name, and with and for their other doctors at that hospital. I am 50 years old, and I done nothing but speak of police crimes, and as a result, I've been going through this, improving it every step of the way. They even have a justice of the peace to make accusations against victims, stating that they're high on marijuana and hallucinating. This is the kind of shit in Napanee and how they obstruct and get away with the crimes that they are committing. So be safe, everybody. This is how they traffic, frame, and murder here. Families of murdered or missing, it is the police. Anybody that's been arrested or had any dealings with O.P.P around here or Wellington or other ones, fight it, because they are corrupt. They are guilty of domestic terrorism. They are guilty of murdering a bloodline. They're guilty of having my mother murdered. They're guilty of my identity theft. They're human traffickers, human sex trade, slavery traffickers. They sell in children to pedophiles and adults to sex offenders. They are given the remote neural monitoring to these perverts also for illegal invasive surveillance on their victims as well. This is how they are committing a lot of crimes against people. So, in the meantime, I want to say congratulations, Blair Hardy, Billy Wooldridge, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne. You're nothing but pieces of shit garbage who work with and for and below O.P.P for freedom, drugs, and money, committing crimes with and for them, knowing you're untouchable and unarrestable here in Napanee. You're guilty of murdering my mother. You're guilty of other serious crimes and ending a bloodline along with my identity theft and changes. And one way or another, you will pay for them. I am Chris Wood, not Tyler Lake, not Jay Van Alstyne, not Billy Wooldridge, not Blair Hardy. I am not the ones with the fucking delusions. You pieces of shit need to be arrested, and this needs to end now. November 21st, 2021, and this damn well better fucking end. Arrests need to be done. I cannot get it done here in Napanee because they own O.P.P and are obviously working with them for them, so they will not touch them or do a thing to them. Be safe, everybody. Hit the like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I promise I will answer, but especially like, because it helps get this out, and share because it helps get this out. It is a matter of my life. It is a matter of my bloodline. And I've done nothing but speak of police crimes. I am 100% revenge retaliation victim, and this is how they go about doing it, using prisoners, psychiatric patients, drug addicts that are co-offenders that they're using and getting away with, pawns actually. Be safe, everybody. Love all, hate none. My identity theft is done. So I have one of their prisoner trackers on me. I have no criminal record or history either, except for when I was falsely charged to deflect the crimes on me from police and doctors, and that's exactly what that was about. And also to get my prints, my signature, and my picture for this forgery, framings, and fraud and identity theft on me. Isn't that right, Spencer Mills? 14716 Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police. All you cops, doctors, and the pieces of shit that work with and for you, one way or another, you will be arrested and charged, and you will face punishment for what the fuck you've done to me and my family and my bloodline, you garbage, for your revenge. Be safe, love all, hate none. And for people that think identity thefts cannot happen, I am proof 100% that it can, and it does, and it did happen.